Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Cousins. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out in the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They'll give up the gut to Hill. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Yeah, that's Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So score one for Kevin O'Connell. His decision to throw the challenge flag, a good one. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's to the tight end, Davidson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen from 13 yards out. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Two in, the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cousins now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua, staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Here we go.
In motion, Hill. From the gun, it's Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain.
He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
And we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit.
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion, Hill. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw right a little too far, brings up 3rd down. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
2 and now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. The guy's man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So the message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 26.
Right, 97.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 46. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tua's throw taken in by Jarwin. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On play action, here's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Those are the kicks that you worry you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the third quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Hill, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far, brings up third down. These guys have put it 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
And this returnable for Hill.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Miami set to take over.
And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Flush to his right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram.
Well, obviously, the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A legacy player in the NFL, Cedric Wilson, 602 yards last season, nearly beat his father's best season when he played in the league. The Miami Dolphins, they're betting that Wilson can surpass not only his dad, but become a big-time player in their revamped passing game. Nice catch there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
to it to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we're now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. Touchdown for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. To throw is Cousins. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. To throw again on second down. Cousins. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping it.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. The gun. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action now. Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Cousins on 1st down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Misconnection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins again. They set up the screen to Hill. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he is out of bounds here. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Now Cousins. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Now Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. So Cousins and the Vikings down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
He drops this one off underneath here for Hill.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see.